Hi, my name's Dave. I recently bought my dream house in the rural countryside of Portugal. This video is perfect for you if you want to see what a traditional Portuguese villa in the rural countryside looks like. Now, I was looking for something in a small, peaceful village, a house with a lot of character that didn't need a lot of work and was ready to move in. There is a lot of modern housing developments going up all around Portugal, but this was not what I was looking for as they lack a little bit of the traditional Portuguese character. But there are definitely things that you will need to look out for when buying these older houses. Stay tuned until the end of the video as I will share some of the best places to live in the rural countryside of Portugal. When I first looked at this house, it was love at first sight. You could tell the previous owners had a lot of pride of ownership. The old world yellow and blue shutters had the authenticity that I was looking for, and the recently redone swimming pool definitely didn't suck. And there was certainly enough space where I could have my own garden to grow my own vegetables. This village was a tiny bit remote, but could you imagine living in the United States less than 1 hour from a major city? And the view of the beautiful wine vineyards and rolling hills was just something unbeatable. A property like this in California in the Napa Valley would be so expensive, there's no way I would be able to afford it. This was truly the life that I had dreamed about stuck inside my house during the pandemic. This is the only entrance to the house as there is no front door, but I prefer it that way because the back to the street is pretty much a massive fortress. Privacy is definitely a luxury in Portugal, and I am lucky to live in a place where I could have a nudist colony by the pool if I wanted to. These used to be traditional blue wooden doors, which were so cool, but I had them changed for these glass ones because, look at this view. When you first walk in, this is the dining area of the house, which I wanted to be a family style. This is one of my favorite parts of the house. These hand-painted tiles may be from the 18th century. A friend of mine who is Portuguese said that they could have been stolen from an abandoned church. Of course, I did not steal them. They were here when I bought the house, but I think they're pretty cool. This property actually used to be a winery, and this is a traditional lagar where they would stomp the grapes to make the wine. And to keep up with the traditions, I keep my wine collection in here. Here is the living room area. I wanted to make it nice and cozy. That is a pellet stove on the right that heats up this entire large room, and it works very well and is very economical. I painted the ceiling white to expose the beams and make them pop a little more, and this is my office in the loft space where I do all of my YouTube videos. And from up there, I have a bird's eye view of the living room below. This is the guest bathroom, which is smaller and nothing too special, but definitely pretty well done. I love the stand-up shower, and I'll probably end up redoing the tiles, but of course a European bathroom would not be complete without a bidet. And now into the kitchen. I really love the balance between the traditional and modern. It's a smaller kitchen, but really everything that I need it to be. It's very common here to have a dual washer and dryer in the kitchen. This is a butane gas stove, which I may switch to an electric eventually, and a very uncommon large farm-style sink. You don't see this very often in Portuguese houses. And plenty of counter and cupboard space. And if you are wondering where the refrigerator is, it is hidden inside of this cabinet. The refrigerators in Europe are typically smaller than the American ones, but I have another refrigerator near the garage. And the freezer is down here. And no, that is not a refrigerator on the left, this is a pantry. And there is a door that exits to the pool and a window you can look out the pool while you are cooking. As well as when you enter, it looks up into my office and loft area from above. This house is all about the details. The hot water heater is actually run by butane, which is really nice because I'd never run out of hot water until I run out of butane. The stove is also ran from this butane. I go through about one of these every couple of months, so they actually last quite a bit and they're around 30 euros a bottle. Now onto the hallway that leads to my bedroom and my study room. First room on the left is my study room, where I like to read books and write songs. This room has a door that leads out to the pool, and I think that is really awesome. This room also gets some of the most sunlight, so it's a great place to lounge back and just kind of soak up the light. I installed this ceiling fan for circulation and to cool down, not very common in Portugal houses as well. And this is actually all I need to use to keep cool in the summer. And at the end of the hall is my bedroom. This is a European king-size bed, which is also not as common in Portuguese houses. And I love this natural stone shelf that's been built into the wall. You can see how thick the walls are. It is pretty soundproofed through this stone. I can't really hear much from outside. I also installed a ceiling fan in this room to keep me cool during the summer. This area can get quite humid as well, so I do have dehumidifiers as well. And I just love these old medieval style door handles and keys. Now to the hallway on the other side of the living room. This stone window is so cool as you can look into the living room and up into the loft. This is my guest bedroom, and it's actually the biggest room in the house. I didn't do a lot of decorating in here, but it is still fully functional and ready for any guests. The house came with this really cool antique wooden wardrobe. And this is the largest bathroom and the one that I use the most. The shower is much bigger in this one, and I will probably end up redoing all of the tiles in this one as well. There's a lot of potential here for a really cool bathroom. And then this is my sauna room with a lot of storage. It has an extra refrigerator, my bike, my wetsuits, and my tools, everything that I need to store in this room, which is great. The sauna was definitely a deciding factor on why I wanted to check out this place. And now up to my loft, which is my office and where I do all of my YouTube videos and play music. This is my standing desk where I edit all of my videos and do my work. And one of my favorite parts of the entire house is this large attic space where I'm using for only storage right now, but I play my drums in here and I will be redoing this whole entire space soon. One of my favorite things about working right here is looking out the back window to the Portugal countryside. It's really the simple things that make all the difference. I will be posting a follow-up video on the entire purchasing process of this property. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get an alert when I post that video. Also, if you want to discuss the current real estate market or really anything that has to do with Portugal, you can join my Patreon where you can chat with me weekly. If you're interested, a link to my Patreon will be in the bio below. Now, as promised, here are some of the best areas in the rural country of Portugal. Now, anywhere outside of a major city like Lisbon and Porto is pretty much rural countryside. These are some of the places that I would recommend checking out. If you want to be near the beaches in the Algarve, I would definitely recommend the mountainside rural country near Lolé. This area is very beautiful and is centrally located in the Algarve, so you can get to places like Lagos and Sagres, but also to Faro, which is the capital, and Tavira in Spain if you want to go into that direction. As you go north from there, you enter into Alentejo. Alentejo is probably the most rural area of all of Portugal. There is a lot of farmland here, and the more you go away from the coast, you can find some very affordable properties. If you're looking for off-the-grid living, this could be a pretty good choice for you. The infrastructure in this area might be a little bit difficult when it comes to basic things like internet, but this is improving very, very fast. If you saw my recent video about George Clooney coming to the town of Melides, you can see that this area is really starting to take off. If you go further north from there, inland from Lisbon, you will find the town of Évora. There are rural villages around Évora a little bit more east, and you can find very affordable properties here as well. And if you go more north, this is the Silver Coast. There are a lot of rural options up and down the Silver Coast if you're interested in having a rural property closer to the beach. And then you have the north of Portugal. This area near Douro Valley, Braga, has a lot of rural villages and a lot of charm. A lot of Portuguese people, when they talk to me, tell me that the north is their favorite part. It's very beautiful up here, and if you're looking for mountains and even areas that snow, this is the location for you. It does get much colder up here in the north, and it rains quite a bit. But it is absolutely beautiful country, and if you're looking for something that looks more like this, then I would definitely recommend it. What I recommend everybody doing is coming to Portugal, drive all around the country and see which fits you the best. And if you can, check out in different seasons because the winter time is much different than the summer here, and it is very important to have context. If you want to see more content about Portugal, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button because I'll be posting videos like this weekly, as well as the reveal of our business here in the garage. We are going to be renovating the garage into a complete commercial kitchen, and I can't wait to show you guys the process. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. This is Dave in Portugal, and we'll see you next time.